Welcome to Wall Street Confidential. You might have already read a Doug Cass's piece on Real Money about private equity, the next shoe to drop. And Jim, you really, really believe in this thesis.
Yeah, I mean, also remember, Doug, when the market was at 8,100, loved it, and now the market goes to 9,400. He's not as keen on it, and because he's reminding us that there are pockets of the asset class that are in danger that people aren't thinking about, and he comes upon this private equity notion. I mean, almost every company that levered up in the last 2 years is a candidate to go bankrupt, and we've only seen Mervyn's, linens and things. These are a fraction. I suggest a Kampen Trust ETF that, if you look at, is just you'll see they bought every piece of paper for the last 2 years, and you'll see what I mean, because the industries are just in like their media, newspaper, housing. They're just awful. Now, Cerberus. The BX, Fortress, these are really the only public ways that you see the problem.
Right.
But what Doug is saying is there is tremendous headline risk to one of these companies that's in the portfolio to go under. Obvious, huge headline risk if they all go under. And I think that Doug is making a point that people forget, which is that there's two stories going on simultaneously. There's all the things that the governments around the world are doing, which is terrific, and I applaud, I think it's great. And then there's all the different places that need the bailout, and they're not going to bail out everything. I urge people to read Doug's Private Equity as the Next Shoe to Drop, because what they will recognize is that while they're buying stocks, and everyone's buying stocks, and everyone I know is bullish, everyone. I don't know a single bear. While they're buying stocks, they have to understand that there are other forces at work that may screw up the thesis and make it so that we go back again. But remember, I am adamant that I don't know a bear. I don't know a single bear right now.
And his piece is very bold. He says that the successes seen in private equity returns were an illusion.
It's a very tough piece, and that's why I reference it. I very rarely write a piece about somebody else's piece, but Doug's been hot, and Doug writes these pieces when after a big move, so it's not like he's writing this at 8,100. I urge people to understand what went right in from 2006 to 2005 to 2007 to recognize what could go wrong in 2009.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim Cramer. Again, Doug Cass's piece and Jim Cramer's piece is both on realmoney.com. You're watching Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned.